Good morning. Just want to talk about one of the things that annoys me to my core, something that I hear all the time, and that is I don't have time to cook at home. I don't have time to meal prep. You know, some of y'all are out there spending 30, 45 minutes doing your hair and makeup every day. Hi, Dolly. But then you'll eat a protein bar on the way to work because you didn't have time to cook breakfast. Some of you will lay in your bed and scroll through TikTok or Instagram for an hour before you ever get out of bed and then feed your kids cereal because you didn't have time to make breakfast. This stuff annoys me to my core. Everybody has time. We all have time. We all have time and we all don't have time. We're all strapped for time. But you have to decide what you want to make time for in your life. You cannot live a pain-free life with autoimmunity. You cannot live a medication-free life with autoimmunity if you eat crap. You can't. So you have to decide what you want for yourself. And if that means literally going to work with just air drying your hair and maybe not doing the full contouring makeup and spending 30 minutes to cook a nutritious breakfast instead so that you have a protein, vegetable-rich breakfast that will keep you satiated and nourished until lunchtime, you have to make that decision for yourself. It's the hardest part of my job is trying to convince people that they're worthy enough to live the life that they want for themselves. If you miss your old life and you feel like every day you struggle to be the person that you were 10, 20 years ago before your diagnosis, you have the power to change that. It happens all the time. How many doctors and nurses and pharmacists have I had on my blog, on Instagram Live, sharing their testimonies about how they've used food as medicine to reverse their disease? Countless, countless. If you are new to me and you want to see some of those, like, just message me and I'll send them to you, because this is true. This is real, honest to God, you know, testimonies from people that were just like you. They thought, I got diagnosed with this chronic illness. I'm going to have it forever. My doctor told me that there's nothing I can do. I just have to take my medicine and suffer, right? It's not true. There's so much that you can do. And using food as medicine is the first thing that you should do. If you have a good doctor, it's the first thing that they're going to tell you to do. Now, there are people that are going to watch this and go, I've been eating flare-free for 6 months and I still have XYZ. Of course you do. Autoimmunity is very complex. There are many factors that contribute to the onset and therefore the management of autoimmunity. And we talked about this all last year inside the Flare-Free Academy. I have so many trainings online from functional medical practitioners that literally were willing to sit down with us and share with us all of the other things outside of diet that you can do to try to reverse your symptoms, right? And I don't know where I was going with that, but there's 3 major things that contribute to the onset of autoimmunity. Number 1 is genetics. Number 2 is gut health. And number 3 is environmental toxins. That could be toxins from your water, toxins from the air that you breathe, toxins from your food, right? Glyphosate, all of the preservatives and chemicals and things that people put in ultra-processed packaged foods now. Hi, everybody. If you're just joining me, I'm talking about what really grinds my gears. And that is that people will complain that they don't have time to cook at home, but then they'll spend gobs and gobs of time doing other things that don't matter. If you want to heal autoimmunity from within, you have to change your mindset around that and decide, I'm going to make time for this. None of us have time. None of us really have time, but we all have time. We just choose to spend our time however we want to. And so, getting back to the 3 things that contribute to the onset of autoimmunity, if you use food as medicine for 6, 12, 18, 24 months and you don't achieve all of the results that you desire, you need to work on your gut health. You need to get additional testing. You need to figure out, do I have underlying co-infections that are causing my immune system to be on fire all the time? Do I have a underlying virus that keeps getting reactivated under periods of stress? Do I have Lyme disease? Do I have mold toxicity? There are so many things. Parasitic infections. Sorry guys, let me turn my ringer off. There are so many things that contribute to our symptoms. Ooh, my oil just made my camera all gross. Sorry. And so it's not that you don't have time, it's that you don't want to make time. And I know that healing autoimmunity from within, it's hard work. It's not something that's like, oh, I'm gonna just eat flare-free once a week or once a month or whenever I feel like it, and then give up. Like my mom even said this to me recently. She's like, yeah, I tried gluten-free and it didn't do anything for me. So I'm just like, why would I waste my time, you know, suffering, like not being able to eat the things I want when it didn't work? And I'm like, first of all, you have to eat gluten-free for 6 months to notice any difference, because gluten sets off the inflammatory response in your body for 6 months. So you can't just do it once in a while and expect to have this like radical change. And so I know it's hard and you have to come around to the idea that, you know, healing is possible for you. But a part of that makes it really easy is that you literally need to talk to people who have done it, and you need to be around people who do it. And so that's what I do on my podcast. I've done it on Instagram. I have live professionals, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, nutritionists, like all of the things, and all of them also have autoimmunity. So autoimmunity does not discriminate. You can be a doctor and still have autoimmune condition. But the difference is how you choose to treat your autoimmune condition. Are you going to just mask the symptoms with a prescription medication, or are you going to try to address the root cause and reverse the root causes from within in a sustainable, long-lasting way? Because, you know, medication only works when you're on it, right? And so it's like, if something happens, God forbid you lose your job or something and you can't afford your medicine, or like one of my clients recently, she had a back surgery and they had to take her off of her lupus medication, and guess what? She's feeling like absolute crap. But guess what would not happen if she was using food as medicine and lifestyle to manage the symptoms of her lupus? She wouldn't be feeling as horrible as she is right now. So you have to make the time. So instead of spending 30-45 minutes to do your contour and your fancy hair, spend that time to make breakfast. And all of the recipes inside my meal prep course, we make 5 different dishes in 2 hours or less. So that comes out to being about 30 minutes per dish. Some dishes take only 10 minutes, right? And some dishes take a little bit longer, but on average, it takes about 30 minutes to make a meal for 4 people inside my course. And that's why I have this course. For the folks that are out there that feel like, I don't have time, of course you have time. You're not making time to do the things that you need to do to heal autoimmunity from within. And I gotta tell you guys, I am sick and tired of trying to convince people that they are worth it, that they can do it. I have testimony after testimony and reel after reel and blog post after blog post, and it's like, how long is it going to take for you to wake up and realize that you deserve this? Healing is out there waiting for you, and it's within your own power, and it is within your own hands. You just need the tools, the guidance, the resources, and the support to make it happen. And that's why I'm here. I don't have to do this job. I'm a personal holistic chef. I make a lot of money doing my job. I used to own a catering company. I could just be out there catering, you know, making thousands of dollars every night. I don't have to do this job, but I want to, because I want to see other people heal from within, because it changed my life, and I know it can change your life. If you need help and you want more testimonies, reach out to me. I have tons of blog posts, tons of videos, tons of past Instagram live video interviews I've done with people. And so, I just grinds my gears. Stop saying I don't have time. You freaking have time, and you know it. You just don't make time for the things that you need to make time for. So don't come at me with that excuse. Come at me with something else. Okay, bye.